Watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
New world, all the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The middle they go. Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. From the 30 on second down, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. First down, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Right.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Rams, nothing.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Allen Robinson, 33 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got room. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Perkins' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Perkins. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Perkins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bryce Perkins, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of this season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Rams 14. Tyler Bass will be kicked off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield on play action. They get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but now before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Mustang 19. Check contact. 70 Ranger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Cook again. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know it's often the first tidbit thrown out about it, but James Cook, well, he's more than just Dalvin's brother. He's a guy who averaged over 6 yards a carry all 4 years at the University of Georgia and really came on as a pass catcher in his final season. He's a dual-purpose back who's going to carve out his own NFL legacy starting this season.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Allen. Offside caught by Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They run with Hines. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. Touchdown Bills. Nyheim Hines from 4 yards out. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
To throw is Perkins. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A torn Achilles was supposed to end Akers' 2021 season before it actually began. 5 months later, in a miraculous recovery, Akers made it back and helped the Rams win the Super Bowl. Now everyone in LA wants to know, how does he follow up that yeoman performance?
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. He'll take this to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt, hurt, hurt.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
79 Broncos. Check mash, check mash.
Throwing is Perkins. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Big Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Buffalo 18. Three. 7 Pirates.
To throw on second down, Perkins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Perkins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Slot man moves right. Here's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Mayfield. Pass complete to Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Mayfield. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on. Hit. 18 Rattler. Trap 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. To throw is Allen. This one caught by Davis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Perkins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
This is Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st and 10, Perkins. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Bills, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. 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 What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really
doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Throwing first play is Herbert. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete.
Go ahead and try to do that dumb shit if you want to.
That one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. It's Brown. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Moore, the man in motion. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mond looks to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On second down, it's Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this from 53. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, go. Set.
Now Mon. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Set.
On 2nd and a yard, Herbert being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Man open left side is Brown. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Zach Ertz with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Weston Ebner on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to look deep for more, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one
under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Field black. Field blue. Right, 97.
After the sack on first down, Mond. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Hey, check,
on first down, right back to Gibson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shot, 17. Red, cycle. Watch out now.
Here's Mond. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Mond going to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready up. Blue striker. Ball red. Green jack. Light blue. Blue black. Ready?
On 4th down, Mond. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Hey, green.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action here. Mond. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mond now off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Prater's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mon looks to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Ertz has it left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Gibson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. 2nd down and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of this team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, Herbert. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Mon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On first down, it's Herbert. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pollard is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Try the right side. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, here's Mon. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They go back to Pollard on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ops and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the dallas, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on time and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we make it history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my concert, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.